is here as he's taken down. Hassan Reddick, a sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Sanders. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Travis Kelce. 59 yards. And the Chiefs have retaken the lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? Rolling to his left. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 30-yard line, 2nd and 12. Out to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Throwing is Hurts. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So
and down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section. A heck of...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 2nd and inches, Mahomes going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. It got his man complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. On the move to his left. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick-6.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes it at the 7. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
On first down, Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing now is Mahomes. Screen play, McKinnon. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try with McKinnon, and this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Hey, 43, tick, hey, rip left.
They'll try to run this one in, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 3-yard touchdown run, and the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Looking to throw. Sanders. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy. And
looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one won't arrive very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And down to the 36-yard line here.
Here we go.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They're looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Open man downfield. That's Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there for KC. 46 yards. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Well, you know me pretty well now. You know what I want to do after that completed pass. 4th down, down by 3. What do I want to do here?
You want to go for it. You might be tempted. I think they need to kick it.
Yeah, someone might have to overrule me. Get the kicker out there, tie this game up.
Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
Let's go now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they toss out wide to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Into the hands of Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, that answers the question in my head. They've got to go for the win right now.
I think you're absolutely right. They're not content with going to OT. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Clock still rolling here, 4th down.
Yeah, they got to remember they cannot spike it. 4th down, as you noted.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. From the 41, Hurts. Left side here to Sanders. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Ready?
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And that changes everything here in OT. So 4 quarters couldn't decide it, and it'll be the Chiefs who get the football first in this overtime session. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Hassan Reddick, his second sack of the night. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. He'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! He goes 33 yards on the touchdown run. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel. Came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.